There are content warnings for racial slurs, sexual assault, and suicide, and there will be strobing lights during the performance. If you need to leave at any time, it's up the stairs behind you. Enjoy the show!
From the depths of our heroine's memories, welcome to the world of Mi Abuela, Queen of Nightmares. Desde lo más profundo de los recuerdos de nuestra heroína, bienvenidos al mundo de Mi Abuela, Queen of Nightmares.
Cuando mi abuela tenía 40 años, she posed for her portrait in La Plaza, under the shade of an ochre cathedral, in a set of dying palm trees skinny as skeletons.
Mi abuela fluttered her lashes for a beloved local artist.
but refused to smile for fear that her dentures would clot that and land in her fleshy lap. Today, I look at Abuela's sad eyes, eyes blacker than jaguar fur, as they stare at me from the face of a pastel likeness that sits on Mami's dresser.
It was my mother's dresser. Isn't it perfect?
Yes, the most perfect, Mami. Era una mujer triste. Mami's eyes startled like the eyes of a jungle cat caught by a flashlight.
¿Tu abuela? Or me?
Mami pats the dried marigolds that encircle the portrait y me dice que
Todas las mujeres están tristes de vez en cuando. Pero estar no es ser.
the olive tree rosary under my pillow belonged to mi abuela in her grasping hands. Sometimes, when the owl cries, I clutch the rosary until it grows hot in my palms and glows gold.
Abuela's favorite saint was Saint Francis of Assisi. I mean, how she believed in the kindness of animals.
What about the kindness of humans? I can hear the beans boiling from the pot on the kitchen stove as Mami considers her answer.
No. She did not believe in human kindness.
A silence long enough to make me wonder if Eve thought Adam was a good man. I dare not ask, but Mami reads my mind.
He was only a man! Just like all the others to come.
The solemn Salvador stands guard outside my bedroom window, and only moves when a monsoon takes hold and trashes it in the wind. This pompous cactus king does not scare me, but I fear what it holds. A tiny black bull lives in the Salvador's chest and screeches like a nervous heart. It never seems to leave, even when storms spill inkwells into the sky. Sometimes, I wish I could see myself through that bird's ancestral eyes.
Yeah.
Growing a fetus requires no love, only a viable container. See, it's not love, it's science. That's why I'm here. Mami's uterus accepted me. Her heart did not. My father's heart accepted me even less. I can only hope that God loves me because Abuela's but a ghost, and ghosts cannot love.
Love is for the living.
A grave is a grave is a grave unless that grave belongs to someone you loved. But I never loved Abuela because I never knew her. I only knew her grave and the tears Mami shed when she pulled weeds from Abuela's tombstone. The grass seemed to grow brown where Abuela was buried, as if paupers did not deserve verdant grass like los ricos.
I paid for her funeral when I was 19. I could not afford better then.
Señor, haz de mí un instrumento de tu paz, que allá donde hay odio, yo pongo el amor, que allá donde hay ofensa, yo pongo el perdón, que allá donde hay discordia, yo pongo la unión, que allá donde hay desesperación, yo pongo la esperanza, que allá donde hay tinieblas, yo pongo la luz, que allá donde hay tristeza, yo pongo la alegría. Amén.
It rained then because God thought we did not deserve sunshine.
Sometimes we listen to the desert's nocturnal hum for a sign, for a clue, for a dewdrop of hope!
Mami. Speak to me, sweet cacti. Tell me of my mother's pain. Tell me why she hurts. Tell me who tore out her heart and placed it on the blacktop and sacrificed to the sun. The Arizona sun cooks it, and I have no way to turn off the stove. Abuela's birthday when I was collecting kindling in our parched yard. And I spotted a snake slither through the eye socket of a deer skull and into a hole that led straight to heaven.
Maya, listen.
Let me guess. Once upon a time, Abuela fairy tale?
I have a story for you.
Estoy escuchando. I'm so thirsty for Mami's attention, whatever she will give. Water for the cactus woman. Rain down on me and I will drink. It doesn't matter if it's acid rain. Ordéneme.
Picture Abuela's wedding dress, all wisps of black silk, embroidered with a single phoenix on its left side.
I play dumb, clown that I am. A phoenix?
Red and orange, like fire!
Yes, tell me! Of course, I've seen this dress before. Mami kept it veiled in leaves of white tissue paper in the bottom dresser drawer.
Abuela was such an elegant woman. That dress was the talk of the town.
We should all be so elegant. But storing the dress like that only trapped the garment's smoky stench. I knew because all of these years later, ages after Abuela's wedding day, I could still smell the smoke.
Abuela's wedding took place high in the mountains on a winter's day.
She never names the mountains. I've never seen the mountains. I know nothing of these mountains in the motherland I've never visited.
The wedding was high enough to graze the brooding clouds before snow greeted the shivering guests.
Mami used to say that before she came to this country, she had only seen snow on mountaintops and the side of plains. It was one of those rare Phoenix snowfalls, and the story about that is rare too, because it contains no mention of Abuela.
As they sat waiting, the groom, your abuelo, conjured a campfire whose flames roared in the face of the storm. And an old jaguar who lurked in the reeds behind the altar. Can you imagine? A jaguar?
I could. Yet, it was another one of Mami's fanciful stories I doubted. Less so for the jaguar than this. Abuela would never wed outside church walls.
I would have been horrified.
What did they do to it?
Nothing. The jaguar vanished. Mira, recógeme eso ya. Ya.
knew my gringo father.
It is I, Maya's gringo father! Hey, how's it going? Good to see you! Who let you out? Here. Go for it. There it is. Yes, yes. Oh, what a wonderful day. Shoot. Go. I am a ghost. A figment. An avatar. I am great for filling in the blanks. Or at least, making you believe I can.
All he left was the sperm that made me, and even then, I think Mami's egg did all the work.
Mixed girl. But half-breed. 1 part gold and 1 part mud.
At least Mami's papi left her a pocket knife and chicle before he abandoned his family forever. What did my father leave me?
Oh, just some money. Sure. But I also gave you my genes. You know which side gave you all the good ones. It's like my grandfather always said. Bet a stick, but never marry a woman. I wasn't going to poison my family's well. Have you seen our genealogy? Our family tree puts others to shame. Ours is the face of American heritage. I wasn't going to throw that all away for some bedroom romp, not with some beaner. I had to disown you.
No tengo hermanos, ni hermanas, ni tíos, ni tías, ni perros, ni gatos. Pero sí, tengo una abuelita. A woman whose death makes her no less real, although she was never issued an invitation to my life. Mi madre me ama.
I am soiled.
Mi madre no me ama.
I am rot.
Mi madre me ama.
I am seed.
Mi
Mi madre no me ama. I am rot. Mi madre me ama. I am fruit. Mi madre no me ama. I am rot.
Pero quizá mi madre. Sometimes, Mami set a place at the table for her dead mother. Sometimes, I slyly block the side with our miniature cactus centerpiece.
Do not sleep under palm trees or bark scorpions may rain on you.
Unless, of course, you want to numb the pain of being alive, of being unloved, of being too hungry for all the world to feed you. Instead of a vase of flowers plucked from the roadside or a basket of waxy fruit, Mami kept a mini cactus in the center of our chipped dinner table.
Mira the cork crowns the feet of the cactus. Ay, qué lindo.
A plastic panther served as the plant's only company. Panther, Jaguar, Jaguar.
We never named the cactus or the petite panther, even though we named everything, good or bad.
I reluctantly watered the cactus once a week after school. I used a mug bearing the words, "The Grand Canyon State," in bright marigold print. The last tenant left as an eviction souvenir.
Iha, this is why you pay your rent on time.
But paying your rent on time does not make a home. It does not keep your mother from crying.
It does not make your mother love you more than she loves the dead. I'm staying in this apartment forever. We're never moving again. So help me God!
Mami, we're not going anywhere. In more ways than one.
Voy a llamar la atención, yo necesito su amor, la suerte viene salvadoreños, nos vamos para nuestro lindo país. Tengo más canciones, voy para mis tierras, a gozar las fiestas, tengo tradiciones, comenzó la fiesta, todos a bailar, la reina del pueblo, van a coronar, tengo mi carrito, donde voy volando, uso recuerdito, lleno de galando.
Quesadilla! A cream cheese-based bread so fluffy that it rests on the bed of your tongue like a pillow.
Abuela made hers hands-free. Her heart did all the moving in the kitchen.
Today, Mami makes quesadilla bread because it is sweet and Abuela is dead.
Works do not feast.
We feast as we shovel slice after slice into the bellies of our mouths.
Tengo más canciones, voy para mi tierra, a gozar las fiestas, que son tradiciones. Comenzó la fiesta, todos a bailar, la pueblo van a coronar. Llevo mi carrito o me voy volando, muchos recuerditos llego regalando. Voy para las playas, me quiero bañar, también los mariscos quiero saborear. Soy salvadoreño, voy para mi tierra. Soy salvadoreño, voy para mi tierra.
Mami taught kindergarten at the Catholic school at the end of our long and dusty road.
St. James Parochial School.
What's their motto again?
Building community by honoring Catholic traditions.
Because of her job as an old-fashioned Catholic school teacher, Mami had a calligrapher's touch. Her serpentine handwriting was as perfectly beautiful as her slender fingers. On Saturdays, Mami sat at her dinner table and stared at the mini cactus centerpiece until the scrambled words in her mind found the order of Fal's school children eager to drink from the water fountain on a fiery desert afternoon in July. Then she wrote,
Querida Madre. Querida Mamá. Querida Mami.
Her mood dictated the greeting. Not that I ever gleaned more of her message. Mami me dijo que the postcards were for Abuela, not me, the little nosy one. Sometimes she spread postcards out on the table and invited me to craft a message. She tried to entice me with pretty pictures and glittery gel pens.
Look, I just bought these.
But I never followed her siren call.
I'm fine. Do your homework.
I had no words for Abuela, at least none suitable for a postcard. What would I write?
I'll be here if you change your mind. I'm happy to make suggestions.
Querida Abuela, I resent you. You have robbed too much of my mother's love for me. I wish you were alive so I would never have to visit your ugly grave again.
Wait, did you see the floral paper?
How do you sign off a postcard like that? Love, hugs, sincerely?
Maya!
I first discovered a photo of Abuela as a child in Mami's overflowing makeup drawer. Makeup was her indulgence.
If I die tomorrow, I want to look good for St. Peter.
You're not dying tomorrow.
Ojalá.
The photo paper smelled like dying peace lilies. Abuela wore her spotless school uniform and smiled a true smile, with dimples and teeth. But she could have been me with that jet black straight hair, and those black oily eyes, and that puffy bottom lip dwarfing her top lip. Though the photograph was black and white, I knew she was the same shade of yellow as me. Even her hands were shaped like mine, or should I say my hands were shaped like hers. I wondered if when my mother looked at me, did she see the face of her madre muerta?
Mira, sabes que Abuela made her living by pulling holes in tissue paper.
At least, that would be the inelegant way of telling it, the way you explain her craft to a small child. All of the art in her house either featured Jesus or Abuela's matted and framed papel picado.
De colores se visten los campos en la primavera. De colores son los pajaritos que vienen de afuera. De colores es el arco iris que vemos lucir. Y por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí. Y por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí.
Those colorful creations haunted me.
De colores brillantes y finos se viste la aurora. De colores son los mil reflejos que el sol atesora. De colores se viste el diamante que vemos lucir, y por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí. Y por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí. Canta el gallo con el kiri, 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 kiri. La gallina con el cara, 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 cara. Los pollitos con el pío, 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 pío.
La gallina con su pollito.
Los pollitos dicen pío, 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 cuando tienen hambre, cuando tienen frío. In every design, I saw my mother, sobbing, staring off, praying fervently. Sometimes I wondered if it had been my mommy's tears that cut out the shapes, and not Abuela's rusted chisel. The hen with her chick. Peep, peep, peep. Rusty as squeaking bones, too sharp by los niños. The artist's magic wand cannot be seen as magic until the artist passes into that permanent era of blackness. Now even the chisel has a velvet-lined coffin.
Si vas en busca de problemas, les resultará.
If you go looking for trouble, you will find it. And because I went looking, I found it. The wedding album. A dusty book in a shoebox at the back of Mami's closet. It was off-white with a lavender doily pasted on the cover. It smelled older than Mami, which, of course, it was.
The Book of Secrets.
How could I resist opening it? I pulled the album out from its tiny cave, summoning the beast.
Come out to play,
Señora Secreto. From the first photo, I knew Abuela was pregnant. Her rotund stomach filled out the black dress as she hunched at the altar. All pride was drained from her long and sallow face. As I flipped the pages, I learned that there was no cloud-kissing mountain. There was no almighty campfire. There were somber poses outside the courthouse. There was a cake cutting in my bisabuela's kitchen.
Happily ever after.
I'd fallen for another one of Mami's cuentos de hada.
Maya, isn't this lipstick perfect?
The most perfect Mami. scorpion food.
Or a coyote's last feather.
Or cactus fertilizer.
Or a coyote's last cry before the hunted bullet bursts through the air at a speed that cannot be reversed.
Or the dirty chancla lost in the brush.
Or the spot of blood in the microwave.
Or a chewed up chicken taco on the edge of the picnic table.
Or the hairball rolling on the sidewalk.
Or your mother's nearly biggest regret.
Insert stories of rebellion here, of late night drinking in the desert, fast fucking on scorpion nests, and ranchera so loud the sound travels for miles, all the way back to Mexico. A million beer cans beneath a million stars.
Lizards sip beer and conk out at cacti feet.
Coyote stands only as strong suit, but I didn't raise you like this. Lo juro.
Lo juro. You bring the party, and the Jaguars will join you. Border Patrol is not invited. The street lamps are people as tall as sheriffs or salvados. Right before the swing of an axe sends them hitting ground and stirring up 1,000
dust clouds.
Salvados do not have eyes, but street lamps have eyes.
Girl!
Sheriffs have eyes too, but they are red. Red as desert flowers in the startle of June. Red as my lights turned that night, the night I stared into a sheriff's eyes, seeking a glimpse of his soul.
Girl! Come on over here.
But he had no soul. He had a cock, as pink and squirming as earthworms drowning in the rain.
Get!
I slurred something back, I can't tell you what, but I hope it was obscene. Que te la pique un pollo!
Girl, come on over here, my spicy Spanish senorita.
Obscene because at that hour, in that black alley, with that much lust coating his throat, his thoughts must have danced to the tune of obscenity.
Get it out!
And I knew I had to fight fire with fire.
Yeah!
A fire with flames higher than any tire fire in Garfield.
Burn, baby, burn!
I tried to run, but running is no good when you're rubber-legged. I threw pebbles, but
What good of throwing pebbles at a Jaguar?
he bared his teeth. Teeth bigger than my head.
Skull crushers. Ha!
I might have screamed, Socorro! Or I might have whimpered it.
Coral my ass.
Once he pinned me down, only my heart moved.
Delicious.
My heart became a hummingbird on the verge of death, beating faster and faster.
Delectable.
So fast that it nearly stopped.
No fear intoxicates you.
And you're already drunk.
Not too drunk to stop me from poking you.
Leave me alone!
When I'm done, I'll leave you more alone than you've ever been.
Batting and kicking and pushing proved pointless.
Jaguars are all muscle, and you are all prey.
He thrust in ways I knew would leave bruises. He thrust in ways I knew would leave tears.
You hear me? I am the Jaguar!
He thrust in ways too agonizingly loud for Garfield not to hear.
I don't eat that often, and I was starving.
Then he slunk back into the shadows, as satiated jaguars do. No one answers the cry of the mixed girl bleeding in the alleyway. She must rise in solitude. Two shooting stars passed before I brushed myself off and stumbled out of that alleyway.
I slunk through the same shadows as the Jaguar who had made me his prey.
I tried to divert my thoughts of sore inner thighs for thoughts of that city that hovers just north of Mexico.
Take me anywhere but Phoenix. Anywhere but where he pushed me to the ground and stung me like a scorpion.
I swiped my mother's car keys from the huddle of cockroaches in the kitchen and got behind a peeling wheel.
I took the crescent moon for company on the highway.
She sung to me as I replayed the rape in the cinema of my mind.
The coyotes kept their distance, though I heard their cries. I wondered which of them I encountered.
Jaguar that night. Passing 2 early morning hours is long enough to sober up and pass into a sleepy dreamland, where
You can trick yourself into imagining you were never attacked. Except your conyo tells another story.
The wounded one must drive on.
The wounded
one must keep talking to the moon. I might have dozed off if it were not for the pain.
My back was still raw from scraping against the bed of rocks where my rapist threw me.
My knees burned.
My elbows burned.
My chest burned. Until I went numb and lost grip of the wheel and nearly hit Cavero.
Exhaustion will embolden you to confess to your mother that you have been raped before you have even touched your huevos rancheros. Mami?
You will want her to spit out her coffee, to make black rivers on the kitchen table.
Please? You will want her to throw a pomegranate against the wall so it bursts into 1,000 fleshy seeds on the floor. Listen.
You will want her to smash her yogurt bowl or bend her spoon in half.
Listen to me!
What travieso convinced you to do Satan's bidding this time, Or does all that evil just get into your head all by itself?
No, I didn't do anything bad this time. Someone did something bad to me.
I'm listening, but I'm only here for the truth.
This is the truth.
Is that everything?
You want her to be angry for you, but instead she sips her coffee and scoops the pomegranate into her yogurt before slowly stirring and taking a bite of the red and white concoction.
She is as calm as coffee in the pot until she says,
You're not the first woman, or the last. I know you probably plan on spending your day with your amiguitas, but that will not happen today.
You will be spending the day with me.
Her eyes soften as she surveys my scraggly hair, chapped lips, and dull skin. A scrape burns across my left cheek. My throat bears the welts of a good choke.
Your quinceañera isn't until next month, but you're already a woman.
I wasn't going to have that quinceañera anyway. I'm imagining my teen rebel self in a poofy pink dress.
I would have had you pose for the photo at least. I knew you never do the church part.
I'm sure I've already been excommunicated. The dream...
Enough jokes!
I have a story for you. The new woman in the family.
Haven't you already told me every story about Abuela there ever was? Whenever Mami announced that she had a story to tell, it was about Abuela. Haven't I made that clear by now?
Those were stories I told you when you were a little girl. The stories are different now that you're a woman.
My cunt throbbed.
It took a beating to become a woman.
Dime.
Abuela suffered like you.
Thus began her tale of how Abuela also met a jaguar's jaw and felt those teeth press her throat until she fainted because she could not breathe.
Cactus thorns are no less painful for the unconscious.
Her body became a sieve as she bled out onto the sand. The desert still hears Abuela's heart thundering.
She killed herself after that. But you will not do the same.
How do you know?
I forbid it!
Now she smashes the bowl of yogurt and pomegranate flesh that had been sitting on the kitchen table, listening so attentively to the story.
The sharks go everywhere. The yogurt goes everywhere. The pomegranate goes everywhere. We wear splatters of red and white. Red and white. Red and white.
Or maybe such a reaction from her is still your hope. I won't kill myself. But something inside me is dead.